this is Marie, and welcome to Marie's Chatty Tarot. And today we're going to do a quick chat about an article that came out that stated that the military is monitoring social media platforms and looking for mean posts. So I thought it was a joke at first, but clearly it's not. So before we get started, for those interested, today I'm going to be using the Essential Tarot deck. Believe it or not, guys, I got this deck at Sam's Club. A few months ago. I had to do some quick shopping for me and the girls, and it was in the book section at Sam's Club. And hey, you know how I am. I couldn't resist, so I got it. And also, I do want to give a quick and huge shout out to my current subscribers, my new subscribers, on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute. You guys have been awesome, amazing. I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking this journey with me. Finding the truth is not for everybody. Keeping an open mind is not for everybody. And I appreciate that you are. And I am so grateful. So with that being said, without further ado, so there was this article floating around, and I'm going to try to pop it up for you right here, right now, so you can see it. Apparently the military has been monitoring social media, especially mean posts. That's how the title came about, and I thought that was interesting. It is a pattern here, because I did a video earlier about military moving equipment around. We're seeing aircrafts, military aircraft. We're seeing movement. It can be for training, but it's not often that you see military equipment being moved in such, so much in your face. Usually it's done in the dark of night. It's pretty done. It's not done as often. I mean, unless if you're not in the military area, there's no reason to see those heavy artillery moving about. And I think a lot of people are taking notice. So, and then now seeing this article about military monitoring people. I mean, that's a lot of military keywords in 1 week, in less than a week. And the week has barely started. So I wanted to know, is that a signal of sort? Is this a hidden message here that or am I reading too much into this? Clearly, the possibility is there. Maybe I'm being too optimistic. Maybe. So maybe I'm reading too much into this. But clearly, let's see what the cards have to say here, because I am intrigued. And I hope maybe you are too, because, coincidence? I don't know. Military being all over the place, and now military monitoring communication platform, social media platform. So let's see what the cards wants to share about that, because I am, again, I don't know why. I feel there's probably something there. Let's see what the cards wants to share. Okay. So what does the cards wants to share about military intelligence having access, monitoring social media accounts? So the Fool is the first card, which is a major arcana. So that's interesting. Ten of Cups situation. So I'm using the Kachina spread. Seven of Cups, recent past. High Priestess, present. Nine of Swords, potential outcome. Ace of Swords, clarification. And Eight of Swords, clarification. So we ask the card, you know, what's this all about? So the first thought that comes to mind, well, first of all, there's two major arcana, the Fool, obviously, and the High Priestess. And everything else is swords, and mostly swords, and then cups. Cups deals with emotion, swords deals with truth words, and the Fool is about new beginning. So we ask the card, what's that all about, right? Is the military trying to telegraph something? So this could be seen as a message. This could be seen as a signal of sort that we're about to start on a new journey, a new beginning, a new route, a new path, a new phase. So maybe the phase is probably more fitting situation. With that Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups is ending. So facade, it could be facade, because you know things can be beautiful, glossy. In reality, things are crumbling. And I think for the last few years, since Brandon has taken over, we have been living a facade, because a lot of the information that's been given is false. A lot of the data given been fudged. I mean, you know, right? So there's a lot of, so it looks like a new phase is about to approach. It's moving in, and whatever facade that we've been, you know, playing, is gonna drop, right? But all of this is being done with the High Priestess in the veil of secrecy. So it looks like things are moving along, things are changing and shifting, but all is being done in the background. Things are being done very secretly. I mean, at this point, it feels like a open secret. People who have done the research, people who have been paying attention, kind of see, but neither here or there. But it looks like we're moving to a different part of the page and phase, and it's being done very secretly, very hush hush. Now, in the past with the Seven of Cups, so Seven of Cups can mean different options. It can be different opportunities, different choices, and it could also mean dysfunction. Here, I think it means dysfunction. I think we've seen enough of the dysfunction, enough of the debauchery that's been happening. I think we've seen enough of the dysfunction and debauchery that's been going on with law, with economy, with everything. I mean, the list is so long at this point. I don't think we need to waste time with it. We know what's going on. It's bad. Whichever industry you want to point out, pharmaceutical, everything is just not running right. Everything, there's a dysfunction, and everything is highly emotional. Logic is not really taking root. You know, people who are coming with different ideas, different alternative, different proposition are being shut down. So again, dysfunction. So we're getting there. So in the recent past, present, High Priestess. Again, there's a lot of, and the fact that it's a major arcana, right? So a lot of things are happening in the background, or right now, but this is present, secretly. And at the same breath, So that's the first layer. The second layer is that with the high priestess, a lot of people are becoming aware, and a lot of people are reflecting. And a lot of people are reflecting that something is not right here, you know, with this facade. Something is not quite going on, not jiving right. They can feel it. They can some of, well, this is probably meant for more of the people that are not waking up. But even if you are awakened, you know that something is there. There's something looming, right? And a lot of people are concerned. And we're seeing this. Now, potential outcome is the nine of swords. So nine of swords tend to be a discard where a person is worried. It could be doubt, it could be depression, but in this situation, it's more about worry. Worry about what could have, what can happen, potentiality, because this is a future card. And I think because everybody's in the dark in the present with the high priestess, a lot of people are concerned about the future, about what may or may not happen. Because swords is truth, words, information. We don't know what we don't know. You know, there's a lot of disinformation. There's a lot of secrecy going on. There's a lot of people saying different things. It's hard to know where to stand. And this is where you're going to have faith in yourself. You're going to have faith in something, in God. You're going to have something to hold on to while we're treading troubled waters, right, so to speak. Because, you know, this is a potential outcome. The fact that we're not sure with the information, we tend to be worried. And I think, again, wow, with the Ace of Swords, this is where, you know, you're going to have to stay true to your knowing, because the Ace of Swords is about new beginning. It's about, well, you're going to have to stand strong on your principle. That's one, because that's information. Also, a lot of information is going to come about, maybe to shed light about your worries. Maybe it's not going to be as bad, or maybe there's new information that you're going to need to know. And maybe some of that information is going to force you to reevaluate yourself, because some information that may be coming out with that Eight of Swords. So Eight of Swords is about a person who is trapped in their own mind, in their own limited belief. More information is going to be coming out. And this feels like for people who are new to the game, who are new to what's happening right now, it's going to shock them. And it's going to be so shocking that they don't want to face the truth. And maybe there's more. So that's one layer. Obviously, there's always going to be that one person who's late to the party. But besides that, even people who known, you know, it's like more a different level of depravity of information is going to come out that will still shock people. So again, what this whole thing is coming about, military monitor, it's a signal to let everybody know that we're moving to a different phase of the plan. If you believe there is such a thing of a plan. Past, a lot of dysfunction has been exposed. We know about it. We see about it. And a lot of things are being done in the background. One layer. Second layer, that a lot of people are starting to subconsciously, in a very big way, because the major arcana is pretty in your face, that something is off, like a pregnant silence. You know, it's like the elephant in the room. Nobody's talking about it, but we know something is off. So this is the type of energy that this high priestess is giving off. And in the potential outcome, that's going to cause a lot of people to worry, a lot of people to be scared. But worry is one of the things. And worry because, you know, more information is going to come out. Information that may or may not, people may not be ready to hear, and maybe even people who already know, who have done research. So that's interesting. So that's what that information is about. So advice, right? So if the military is trying to telegraph something, what advice the universe wants to share? It looks like the military is kind of at play right now. What advice for the next, I don't know, let's say 3 months? Now I know why I don't use those cards that often. It's because it's so, the quality of those cards is beautiful, but it's not flexible enough for me to shuffle. So, advice. Now we're telegraphing a new beginning. The Hermit. Which is a major arcana. Queen of Wands. Situation. Four of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Seven of Swords. Four of Wands, clarification. And Three of Wands, clarification. So the only major arcana here is the Hermit. And, you know, it makes sense because the advice is to turn away from what no longer serves you. Turn away from media. Turn away from, you know, whatever is not sustaining you, right? Seek out alternative. Seek out answers. You know, basic, in a nutshell, you know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. If what you're doing is not serving you, it's not helping you, it's time to move away from it. That's basically this card in a nutshell. But it's a major arcana, so that means that it's something we have to take note of. Everybody. Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands is fire, is authenticity. So awareness. It can mean now more than ever. It's time to find what motivates you, what moves you, right? And seek it out. Do it. Maybe it's a side hustle, maybe it's whatever else, something else, you know, while you're on your journey. Because you see this lady, she's holding this lantern, which has a light in it. And with the Queen of Wands, it says, try to start thinking about what passions you, what serves you, what helps you, because it looks like things are going to be interesting. Four of Pentacles, that's the recent past, about conserving what you can. I'm guessing food, money, anything that you can, that you have quick access to. Like, I know those Patriot supply, food supply, I mean, whatever you are able to, so you can have something just in case, right? So they've been putting that information out there in the recent past for a while now about, you know, make sure that you're prepared, make sure you have stuff ready in case you're not able to go out to get groceries, you're not able to, you know, I don't know, lock down. And Three of Cups. So Three of Cups is usually a card of celebration. Three of Cups in the present. So I think a lot of people are starting to do realization. So Cups is about emotional realization. A lot of people who have possibly been in the movement for a while now, I think they're coming to the realization, celebration that we're close to the end, whatever end of that, whatever chapter that is, because usually we know military is the only way, and that slogan has been beaten down our heads like over and over again since the beginning. When was that? October 2017. So a lot of people are rejoicing. People who have been in the know, people who have been in the fight, or people who have been aware since JFK, who have been doing research, those conspiracy theories, right? Who have been aware of the truth. So it present rejoicing. It's about, this is again, feels like a different stage of the plan of sort, right? And that Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords is usually a strategic card, that you're gonna have to be strategic in your way of thinking, in your way of doing things, in how you move forward. Have different plans, different alternatives at play, right? To hold you down until you're able to get to the next level, until you're able to get to the promised land, so to speak. Because the Four of Wands is a celebration card. It's a card of gateway, but it's usually a breakthrough card. But it's usually before you get to that breakthrough, there's a few steps that you have to get before you enter that doorway, before you enter that threshold to to reach your goal, to reach that celebration, so to speak. So, meaning you're gonna have to be strategic in your way of thinking, your way of doing things, to kind of help you get over that slump, that hump, or whatever, you know, the universe gonna throw at us, right? And Three of Wands. So Three of Wands. So once we're able to get into that weird period of I don't know, it's gonna be a weird period where people are not gonna be able to you're just gonna have to hunker down. It looks like things are gonna be so bad. The only thing that can keep you sustained is your faith, is how well you prepared, and being strategic. The card is glossing over about, but it is still there. And then if you're able to be strategic in your way of thinking, your way of doing things, you can reach the promised land. You can get over the other side in a better position. And that's what that Three of Wands is saying. How well you prepare will determine how well you're able to reach the other side and start that new chapter. Well, that's interesting. So, wow, that is pretty cool. So I hope this was helpful. So prepare as much as we can, as much as our budget allow, because things are gonna get a little dicey in the next few. And I hope this was helpful to you. It was helpful to me. I need to get some more groceries. Thank you guys for sticking with me to the end of this video. Please feel free to share, like, and subscribe. And I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next one.